Hi viewers, welcome to the Grammar Channel. Today we are listening to a lesson, Memories of Childhood. Memories of Childhood is all about the bitter experiences on discrimination by two different female writers. B.S. Bonin, born on 22nd February 1876, was an American writer, editor, musician, teacher, and political activist. She was the co-founder of the National Council of American Indians in 1926. The second author, Bama, is a Tamil novelist. Her autobiographical novel Karku brought her fame and name. She was born in a Roman Catholic family in Madras. Let's move on to the summary, the introduction first. Memories of Childhood, written by Zitkala Za and Bama. This lesson has extracts taken from the writings of two different female writers from the marginalized communities. In both these extracts, the writers narrate the painful experiences of their childhood when they were subjected to humiliation merely as they belong to backward tribes or communities. The former is a victim of a racial discrimination, whereas the latter is a victim of caste discrimination. The first part, titled Cutting Off My Long Hair. Cutting Off My Long Hair is the first part. This is written by Zitkala, the extraordinarily talented and educated Native American writer, also called G.S. Bonin. Her works criticized the evils of oppressions towards the Native American culture and women. The second part, We Too Are Human Beings, which relates the author's first experience with untouchability. That this is written by Bama, Tamil Dalit woman from a Roman Catholic family. We move on to the summary. The lesson Memories of Childhood explores the theme of prejudices and humiliation faced by the marginalized communities. The chapter tells us how the two brave girls stood up for their own and community rights using their talent and education. The cutting of my long hair. The first day in school was a bitter and cold day. The noise made by the breakfast bell, the clatter of the shoes, and the constant murmuring voices in a foreign tongue annoy the author. She sees many girls dressed in clinging dresses with stiff shoes and shingled hair. She finds the breakfast ritual of doing things according to the bell. That was very strange for her. She calls it eating by formula. More atrocities were to follow for the new girl. Zitkalaza's friend overhears a talk about cutting the long hair of the new girls. For Zitkalaza, this was absolutely atrocious. She belonged to a Native American warrior tribe. Their tradition was to keep long and heavy hair. Only those warriors captured by the enemy had their hairs shingled. Short hair was worn by mourners, shingled hair by cowards. Zitkalaza tries to rebel by hiding herself, but finally gets caught. Her valuable protests bear no fruit, and her hair is also shingled forcibly on the very first day. This extract describes the narrator's agony. She lost her beautiful long hair. Nobody provided comfort to her. Other children in the school had shingled hair. So she felt herself as one of the many animals driven by a herder. The second part, We Too Are Human Beings, written by Bama. She was an innocent child living in a village. She had never heard of the word untouchability during her childhood. Certain small incidences of her life made her feel that she was born in the marginalized caste. She was a happy, peppy girl. She loved the short but long walk from her school to her home. The plethora of beauty that she experienced on the way back from school made her really, really happy. The performing monkey, the snake charmer, the Mariata temple, the Pongal offerings being cooked in front of the temple. She could just go on and on looking at the beautiful sights. Once, when she was in class 3, while going home, she saw her people working hard for their landlords. In spite of their hard work, the landlords humiliated them. Bama further narrates how an elder of their street had to act in a humiliating manner just because he belonged to the Dalit community. The village landlord sent the elderly man to get some vadai for him. The man held the packet by its string. He was not supposed to touch the packet as his touch would pollute the vadai. This is why he had to carry the package by its string. When Bama's elder brother told her all the reasons behind this, her mind was filled with revolt. She was enraged, thinking why her elders worked so hard for those people who despised them so much. She wanted her people to stop paying undue respect and reverence to the upper caste people. Her brother told her that if they study hard and progress in their lives, it would help them in throwing away the indignities. Education is their weapon with which they fight back the society. Bama did the same and got many friends in her life. Education gave her a double sided sword to fight very sharply against the unjustified caste system. Move on to the conclusion, the message that we get from this lesson. We can assume that time and distance become irrelevant when communities all over the world seek inspiration to overcome their oppressors. Such stories of perseverance and victory gives hope to people everywhere to fight back against discrimination and biased outlook. Since we are all human beings, we must treat each other with the same respect and dignity that we believe we deserve. Memories of Childhood successfully delivers this message to the readers by focusing on the unassuming and pure perspective of children who view the world with simplicity.